Hey guys, we are back with another video. I am here with my lovely boyfriend. He is joining us on a video today to talk about long distance relationships because we are in one. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
My name, I was gonna make one up. I was gonna say my name is Steve.
What's your name?
Whenever people ask me what my name is, I like feel compelled to lie about it for some reason.
This is Siobhan, my boyfriend, and we are gonna give you guys 5 tips on making a long distance relationship. Your hand is like as big as my face, but caught on camera. We are gonna give you guys 5 tips on how to make a long distance relationship last. Tip 1.
Finding the communication method that works for your partner specifically.
You are gonna want to find the best communication method for you and your partner.
I think that when it comes to creating a healthy level of communication, obviously communication is evident, like you have to communicate in order to have any kind of relationship. But I feel like when it comes to a partnership, you have to find something, you know, a means of communication that is more indicative to the partner that you're with, you know. The way that I might need to be communicated with might not be the same way that she needs to be communicated with. And to be able to understand that, like, it's key to being able to navigate your journey with your partner.
I remember in the beginning of our relationship, we had different levels of need for communication.
We basically had to come together to decide like what works for both of us, you know, because I think that being in a relationship means to be able to find a middle ground, right? We find an equal level for both of us so that we both feel comfortable in our communication with each other.
Period. Tip 2. Tip 2 is find ways to keep up intimacy within your relationship. Build intimacy, keep up intimacy. That means getting a little bit sexy via that phone.
Building intimacy, there's levels to it, you know. I think that sexuality is certainly a part of it, but I think being intimate also means being able to communicate with your partner in a way that makes them feel special and seen, you know. Like, you know, I might have a tough day, you know, I might want to call her and like, you know, just kind of vent, but you know, and you know, to be able to be like, have that reciprocation, you know, and to be able to be communicated with in a way that you feel understood and cared for, I think is also very important. I think just finding a fine balance between all of that, I think, is essential to, you know, creating a healthy relationship.
Tip 3.
Prioritize your time together. Being in a long distance relationship, I think that one of the most essential things that I learned is that being able to find the time when you can have the time, I think is important, you know, especially when you're on different schedules. Like, we're on different schedules, our off days are not the same at all, you know. Often, you know, I work a type of job where, you know, sometimes the only time I get off is when I try and find those days to have off. And even with that, I try to like have a level of consistency, you know. Like, if we gotta hop on Tuesdays and, you know, she might not, I might be off Tuesday and she's not, but we might have to, you know, hop on in the evening and FaceTime, or, you know, maybe try and catch a movie before she goes to sleep, or, you know, it's Saturday and I gotta work, but, you know, she's off, so, you know, I might get off a little earlier and we might find time to spend during that time. And sometimes, you know, based on how life goes, it doesn't always work that way, but I think that still being able to, you know, communicate that and being able to make up for that time in other places, you know. Maybe you just want to have a just because date in the middle of the week, just because that's what works for you guys, you know. I think that's, you know, being able to find that equilibrium, I think, is essential to building a peaceful bond. You know?
I definitely, absolutely agree. Prioritizing your time with one another, especially in a long distance relationship, gives your partner a certain level of comfort that they are a part of your life still. It's easy to feel like in a long distance relationship, like you're not really a crucial element of your partner's life if they aren't doing those things, like making the time and finding that necessary time, prioritizing, or what you feel like is prioritizing your time together. Go ahead.
That's another thing, is that you might think you're doing something. But it's good to communicate that with your partner so that you know. Just because you think something's going on doesn't mean that's actually what's occurring. So to be able to understand, it's true. Right?
Yeah, it is. It is true.
You know, to have that level of comfort with your partner that, hey, I know you've been doing this, but this is what I've really been looking for, or this is what I really need from you right now. You know, I think it's really important. Communicating
your needs is...
Yeah, because you could have expectations all you want, but the other person doesn't know what your expectations are. They're going to be putting a whole bunch of effort in the wrong place, and then they'll feel maligned because they'll be, hey, I was doing all of this. And you're like, well, that's cool, but I just wanted a little more of this, and that was it. So you didn't even need to do all of that, you know?
Right.
And then energy gets put in the wrong place, and that can create frustration.
On both ends, yeah, definitely. So, communication, pal. Ow. Tip 4, learn to disagree amicably. Not every fight has to involve cussing, screaming, shouting. That is not necessary in a relationship, and it really just breaks trust with your partner.
You know, I think that finding how you need to speak to your partner, you know, in a way that works for them, you know, in order for them to be reciprocative of, like, you know, your thoughts and feelings is, you know, essential. You know, just because, you know, if you feel like you're getting heated, or, you know, you feel like you might start getting a little buck wild, you know, take 5. You know, sit down, you know, come back to the room together once you feel like you're able to have a discussion in a reasonable manner.
Right. Long distance wise, you know, maybe mute each other for 5 minutes or agree to call each other back in 5 minutes. But try not to go to bed on a hateful heart. This one here has taught me that.
I can't sleep. It's trash.
Yeah, you won't be able to sleep. You won't be able to do much while you're upset. So try your best to disagree amicably. Remain respectful to your partner, even when they make you upset or angry. And if you feel like you can't, take time away from them for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe you just gotta do some push-ups.
Tip 5.
Always have something to look forward to. You never know when you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying?
Always have something to look forward to.
I already said the tag. You trying to take my shit? You trying to take my shit? You trying to take my job?
Always have something to look forward to. Always make sure that you know the next time you're going to see your partner, whether it be FaceTime, in person, wherever. We don't go at least 3 months without seeing one another.
We see each other every 3 months.
Period. He flies to me, I fly to him, and now we're not going to have to do it anymore. But that was a big part of us maintaining our relationship. It really was.
Yeah. You know, I couldn't go too long without seeing her. I couldn't wait. You gotta do what you gotta do. You might have to break that piggy bank. Make sure that you can do it in a way that's affordable and reasonable for you both. You don't need to go breaking the bank. You know, if it's something you guys can work together on. If you can't travel, just make sure that you know, video call or FaceTime as much as you can when you can. You know, it's 2023. People used to have to write letters to each other.
And that could be cute too.
Do it.
Writing a little letter. Do what you gotta do. For you and yon. Okay, but that is all the tips that we have for you guys. We love you guys so much. Thank you all for watching. Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Click that like button.
Boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop.
Click the like button. My name's Chalon.
Okay, again with a little bit more.
My name's Chalon. do I do? What you do? Then we gotta be like on a yacht. That's what the scene would be on a yacht.